Yo, what's going on guys? Rhys here from Stoic Pool, and in this video we're talking about voting for Catalyst Fund 4. Let's get into it. Right guys, so Catalyst Fund 4 voting is live. Hopefully you all registered. If you just go into the app on Catalyst, then you will see what your voting power is, which is basically what the total amount of ADA was in your wallet at the time of the snapshot, or at the time of registering. So first up, what is Catalyst? Catalyst is basically on-chain voting for Cardano. You can go into the Catalyst app and you can go through here with your voting power and you can vote on proposals to improve Cardano or for things to be built on top of Cardano. There's a bunch of different categories. So if you start at the top, you see my voting power, then it'll say Fund 6 challenge settings, dApps and integrations, that's one category, developer ecosystem, distributed decision making, proposer outreach, Catalyst value onboarding, local community centers. These are all categories, and you can go into each of these categories, which is going to dApps and integrations, and it'll show you all the proposals in that category. It says the total dollar value of funding basically for each of those categories in here. So it says $200,000 during Fund 4, and you can sort stuff in each of these by their score. So here you can review by score, you can review by proposal size, so the total value, or, which I really like, you can do random order. Okay, a lot of the problem with a lot of these kinds of things is how they're sorted. So because it's just a list of proposals and there's like a bunch of them, like I'm just scrolling all the way down, there is a lot of proposals under each, or at least most of the categories. So if they just give you the most popular or the most costly ones, then you're always more inclined to look at those. So to be able to put it in a random order means that you're shown different proposals all the time, which is really good. I think that's such a good improvement that they've made. Actually, it's not new, actually, that random order thing. Anyway, that's it. You can go on each of these things. You can have a look at actually what the proposal is. It gives you a quick problem to address. It tells you what their review score is and how much that funding they've requested, the solution, blah, blah, blah. You can, it says here, see complete proposal and discussion, and you can click on that and it'll just take you to their proposal. So it'll take you to the idea scale page and you can check that out. Okay, well, I'm not going to worry about that right now. I'm not actually, go back, and I can go back here. If you like this particular proposal, then you can hit the green thumbs up and it'll add it to your voting. So at the bottom you have your dashboard, which is just the main page. Then you have my votes, and then you have the support. If you go on my votes, at the minute I haven't voted for anything, but anything that I thumbs up will be in here. You can also thumbs down proposals. So if you think that a proposal would actually negatively impact the ecosystem, then you can downvote it as well. And that's kind of important as well, I guess. It's good that they have that thing. I wouldn't recommend you just go around downvoting everything, because why would you do that? You know, that's not productive. But if there's something like that you feel wouldn't be a good thing to support, then you could downvote it potentially if that's your thing. But I recommend you spend a little bit of time actually looking at all of these things. Anything that particularly piques your interest, I'd recommend you actually spend more time, maybe check out their idea scale. Before you actually make any votes, I would generally try and spend a little bit of time just to look through a lot of these proposals, anything that sounds particularly interesting, look at the problem, look at their potential solution, look at the requested value, kind of just give that a little bit of weight in your head. And then you can start to consider what things you're actually interested in voting on. Like a lot of these things don't need a lot of money. Like some of these are only like 5, 7, 9 grand. You know, it's not exact. And then 50k straight in there. Love it. Yeah, a lot of these proposals have already had a lot of community feedback. And if you're interested in checking out what's coming in the next couple of rounds of funding, you can go to cardano.ideascale.com, which I'll put a link in below for you guys, and it'll take you to this page here. And you can sign up here, you can register and log in, and you can check out all these Fund 5, all these different things. You can have a look at each of these categories, and these are the ongoing initiatives. Oh, it wants me to log in, okay. Is it gonna remember me? Okay, never mind. But you can go in here and you can check it out. You can provide feedback to people. You can, so you can provide feedback to different projects. You can have a bit of a communication back and forth with the project proposers on improving. It's really, really good. And like the way this has been set up, it enables there to be multiple different layers of producing these proposals. So initially you'll submit a proposal, you get a bunch of feedback from people in the community, and then you can improve your proposal up until a certain point, continue to get feedback, continue to reiterate until it gets to this is the time when the proposals are going through, and then it goes to a round of funding. So it's not just everyone goes in, chucks in whatever you want. Like there's actual, and every iteration of these funds, so every next fund, the proposals get so much better. The quality of the improvements and the proposals has improved massively. Like the first one was a lot of people wanting to get paid to do podcasts. Basically, that was like what the first round of funding was, and that was a whole controversy in and of itself, as you can imagine, because why wouldn't it be, you know? But some, like, the categories on here are great. The amount of proposals in each section is fantastic. Like, I would spend just 10-15 minutes looking at each of these proposals, and maybe not 10-15 minutes, but like go through, have a little look at everything under one particular category. You can vote on as many of these things as you want. It's not like you can only do one vote or anything like that. And the way that it works is each thing that you vote for gets the amount of voting power in points. So instead of voting power, think of it as points. So like I've got 4,000 points here. So any proposal that I fancy, that I think, yeah, you know, that should probably be done, I can give 400 points. And the more points that a project has, at the end of it, the more likely it is to get funded. And basically they take the top bunch up until the amount of money that they have available in each fund, and fund all of those proposals. So the way that it works is really good as well. And it's not based on, we're only funding 3 and that's it. Like they've got this much money, they're giving away this much money. They're like they're funding this the amount of projects based on the amount of money they have and how much people want, and not based on the top 5 projects or anything like that, which is really, really good. So I would spend the time, actually, guys, this is important, you know, this is important, and this is a way that you can actually contribute to the to how these improvements are made to Cardano, how these dApps are built, what kind of things are actually put forward to be produced, like these projects, what's actually happening on Cardano. You have the opportunity to be involved in this, so take it. You know, this is really important. People who are involved in Cardano now, people who are actually involved in Cardano, like this matters. Yeah, if you're just buying and holding, then what are you doing? You know, like you should be taking part. In my opinion, you should be taking part in Cardano. You shouldn't just be on the sides waiting for your staking rewards or just holding and hoping that the price goes up. This is your opportunity to actually take part. You might not be an SPO, you might not run a stake pool, you might not have the technical knowledge or the experience to actually get people to actually run a pool and then get people to delegate to your pool. That's fine. You might not have enough money or enough ADA laying around for you to actually put enough pledge in or stake enough to get 100% passive income to pay your rent every month, you know, like that's okay. But what you can do is you can still take part in Cardano. You know, you still have a say in this ecosystem, and in my opinion, you should take hold of this because it's important. It's important for everyone. It's not just for you. It's important for everyone that we all work together on this side. There's only so much you can expect IOHK to do. There's only so much you can expect devs to do for free. You know, people need to get paid for their work, and this is a way for you to choose actually what you feel is most valuable to the ecosystem, and based on that, what deserves to get funded. All right, guys, when you select all your things, you just go to My Votes and you submit. It puts your votes on the blockchain, it's immutable, and you have until the 25th. So technically, after I put this out, you're gonna have 4.5 days to put your votes through. Okay, so download, update Catalyst. You should have your voting power in there if you registered. If you don't, then this is kind of irrelevant to you. Check out the proposals. Spend time looking at things that you think, oh, you're unsure about. You know, take a little bit of time to actually go through this and understand what these things are that you're going to be funding, and hopefully you find something decent that you think has enough value for your votes. All right, guys. that's it for this video. Project Catalyst Fund 4. If you like what you've seen, as always, give us a like, subscribe for more Cardano and Stoic updates every week. If you've got any questions or comments, pop them in the box below. All the links are going to be in the description below as well. And if you have any ADA laying around, consider delegating to Stoic. We are actively minting blocks. We had 167% performance in the last epoch, and we're looking to have something similar this one as well. Okay, guys, we're aiming for 25 mil in the pool. So get delegating, get your mates, any other ADA holders you know, delegate to Stoic for a couple of epochs and see what happens. All right, guys, I'll catch up with you in the next one. See you then.